Either Lofi girl has an incredible handwriting speed, or she just writes gibberish.
Due to time zone differences, some babies are born hours before others but have a later birth date and are thus considered younger.
It's crazy to think about how humanity has gone from foraging food in forests, going through trial and error with what's edible, all the way to 3-star Michelin cuisine.
If someone who isn't worthy can't lift Thor's hammer but a gravitational force can be exerted on it, can they instead use artificial gravity to manipulate its movements?
Life is simultaneously much easier and much harder for an attractive female.
No one talks about March 1st birthdays have to wait an extra day during leap year.
Rich people don't want landfills near their neighborhoods, so when space tourism really kicks off, all the junk in low Earth orbit will suddenly become a priority.
You never really know when your hiccups stopped, you just all of a sudden realize you aren't hiccuping anymore.
People imagine the prehistoric age in color, but the 1900s in black and white, even though the latter came before.
Mold growing on mushrooms is fungus inception.
Caves are the indoors for the outdoors, unless you put a door on the cave, at which point they're normal indoors.
Moon landing deniers of the future will claim the upcoming landings are AI generated.
December is always thought of as the winter month, even though winter only starts near the end of the month.
People who work in factories that print currency make more money than they make.
Children think excessively swearing is mature, but adults think excessively swearing is childish.
No matter how many times you walk on an escalator that isn't moving, that first step onto it will always feel unnatural.
Band-aids are harder to open since they remove the little string.
The amount of enjoyment you get out of adult life depends for a big part on whether you like to cook and clean stuff.
Chances are most people's palms are the most moisturized part of their bodies.
Now for a quick break. Stay tuned for more shower thoughts. Due to the gender exclusivity, leprechauns and banshees might be the different genders of the same Irish creature.
Regardless if you are mortal or immortal, you still have just one life.
Going to the moon is the greatest weight loss program humanity has access to.
When you have bigger problems going on, the things that usually annoy you become less annoying.
There is a direct correlation between how crazy a person is and how many bumper stickers they have.
The closer you are to the front of a red light, the longer your wait.
In movies, no one is ever shot directly in the nipple.
When you look at a fossil in a museum, there's a chance it's your great X-10,000 grandparents.
You hear a lot about third world countries, but never about second world ones.
The difference between an excuse and an explanation for a mistake is whether you plan to learn from the experience. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more mind-bending shower thoughts. Goodbye for now. If you like the soothing background music and my calming voice, then check out my other podcast called Terra Vitae, a daily guided meditation podcast. Embark on tranquil journeys through diverse natural landscapes, exploring the serenity and healing power of the natural world. Search for Daily Guided Meditation and look for Terra Vitae, or check the show notes page for the link. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.